All good? All right. Hey, this is Eric Fisher, and this is my video editing statement for the audio story assignment 5. And overall, I was pretty happy with how this assignment went. I decided to do a little barbershop about a block away from my apartment called Pizzazz, and it's run by Madeline Tinsley, a sweet old lady. And I chose this place because it was just like a little niche place that just did its own thing. Wasn't like super like involved with anything. It was just a nice little homey vibe to it. And I've been there a couple times for a haircut before, so I decided to do that place. And I thought I got some really good stuff out of it. She was really cool about letting me come in and take pictures, and the customers were okay with it too. And once I did get in there, I just started going off taking pictures. I probably took a picture probably about every square inch of that place, and I got some really cool action shots of her just cutting people's hair, and got some good facial expressions out of her. And the only downfall about the place was it was the middle of the afternoon, so she didn't have any lights turned on, and so some of the pictures came off a little dark. So in editing, I just had to brighten those pictures up, and they turned out fine. Editing the pictures, everything turned out well. Editing a picture isn't really hard. It was just more once you got into Premiere, putting everything into a sequence, and also lining that up with the audio. That was some of the more painstaking processes, just because it was the first time I've ever done something like that. So it was just first time trying to get familiar doing that sort of editing. And I was pretty pleased with that. I was happy with how my ambient sound, I had a nice sound of her clippers going throughout the entire majority of the video. And then the A-roll clips I got, I was very happy. Madeline's a pretty talkative person, so I was able to get some nice quotes out of her. And just fitting that all into the sequence and everything, it all just seemed to fit right into place, and I was really happy about that. And I think this is a good sign for me going forward personally, that gives me the confidence to be able to do something like this, and that I could edit at least edit to a point where I'm happy with how it turns out. And I think one thing I would have liked to change about this project was getting a couple different pictures just from different angles, like angles from her cutting people's hair. I had a couple shots of just me from the back or the side of her cutting. I would have liked to got in the front, but I felt kind of awkward doing that, being that close to someone as the customer is like sitting in the chair and she's cutting their hair and they're having a conversation, and all of a sudden like here's me with my camera out in front of their face. And so I felt kind of awkward about that, so that's why I kind of strayed away from doing that. But I wish the opportunity could have arose where I could have been able to get that picture. But overall, like I said, I was very pleased with how this assignment turned out, especially since it was the first time I've ever done something like that. And I look forward to just improving on my editing skills and doing new things.